The Charlo brothers take New York, plus a loaded week of boxing in the UK. We go there next. Please like and subscribe. Help us hit 10,000 subscribers. Leave us a comment. Welcome, 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 welcome to Friday's Check Hook. A loaded weekend of boxing to unpack. The premiere of boxing on PBC Fox. The Charlo brothers take New York, plus Frampton versus Warrington and Chisora versus Whyte 2. Look, this is a huge weekend for the Charlos and PBC. I want to get into that, so let's start there. I want to spend some time on the future of PBC and Fox as well as the Charlos. Look, Fox is great. Boxing is obviously great, so this should be great. Inside PBC on Fox is the best boxing show I've ever seen. The content's awesome. The coverage is awesome. Fox does a great job with football. Just watching football on Sunday, it's far better on Fox than it is on CBS. Not even close. Same product. Fox gives you the NFC mostly. CBS gives you the AFC mostly. And the product Fox gives you is way better. Look, and I understand what y'all are going to say. Look, the fight announcement was with Chris Myers. They did the whole PBC on Fox thing last month was horrible. I mean, it was awful. It was uncomfortable. It was terrible. But don't get it twisted. I mean, it was awful. But Fox is putting money into boxing, into PBC, and Fox is great at creating content. So this is going to be great. They're going to do a great job on boxing. They do a great job on football, like we said. They do a great job on baseball. They're going to do a great job on boxing. And this is going to be good for the sport. It really is. So I'm excited. And then they're taking the Charlos, who are great, and they're being built as the future faces, the poster boys of PBC, and they deserve it. They're both great fighters. They will both get KOs, and they will both look spectacular tomorrow night. But this is where I want to go with this, right? Where are they going? I mean, this is a waste of their time. I'll start with Jamel because his path is a little clearer. His path is clear. Look, Jamel Charlo, 31-0. One of the two best 154-pounders in the world, period. He just took a hard-fought majority decision over No Doubt Trout. And before that, he beat Lubson, Erickson Lubin, Charles Hatley. You can't really complain about that. But he needs a big fight, right? And a fight against Harrison is a waste of time. Sure, he's a top 10-ish 154-pounder, but we already know Charlo can beat these guys, right? Charlo will beat him, and we'll get into that later. He'll build a star, and he'll make the fight with Hurd even bigger, right? Because look, he'll have more eyes on him. Jamel Charlo will have more eyes on him than any other fight before because it's on a free platform, and he's the co-main event with his brother. So I'm expecting a lot of people to watch this. I think the ratings will do well, and he'll look great. So all is well that ends well. He'll help build his name, and he'll make the Hurd fight bigger, and we're going to get the Hurd fight by the end of we'll get the Hurd fight in 2019. When, I don't know, but we will get it. Either Charlo wins this fight, right? Charlo will win this fight, setting up the Charlo Hurd fight in 2019. And that leaves us with two options, right? Either Charlo beats Hurd and establishes himself as the best 154-pounder, or he loses to Hurd, and Hurd's the top 154-pounder. But at this point, this division, the junior middleweight division, two-dog race, period. Jamel Charlo, Jarrett Trout, pick one. Unfortunately, we will get those two in the ring this year, so we'll be able to decide that in the ring. Again, and that's a rare thing in boxing these days. How do I see this fight going? The Jamel Charlo, Tony Harrison fight. I think it's going to be an even-ish type of fight. I think through the first maybe 4-5 rounds, it's say after 4 rounds it's 2-2, and I think Charlo starts to pick him apart. I think Harrison has some success early, and then Jamel just starts to pick him apart, and then blows him out as we get into the later rounds, and I think stops him in the 10th round. I think it's going to be competitive for the first half of the fight, first 4 rounds, 5 rounds, and then Jamel is going to start picking his spots, breaking him down, and landing at will, and it will finally get him out in the 10th round, is my official prediction. And that will set up a fight. He may take one fight more, or he'll go right into the Hurd fight, and then again he's gonna, in basketball and stuff, they say you control your own destiny, and Jamel Charlo does. He's gonna beat this guy, and then he's gonna get the Hurd fight. He wins Hurd, he beats Hurd, He's the best 154 pounder in the world. If he doesn't, Hart is. But that path is clear. Let's get into Jamal Charlo. Much, much more complicated. Since he moved up to 160, he has absolutely wasted his time, period. It's been a year and a half. He fought Sebastian, the one-legged Argentinian. He then destroyed Hugo Centennial, and now he's fighting Matt Karabov. And yes, I know this is a replacement, but it's a waste of time. As was Willie Monroe. Willie Monroe was a waste of time. That's a complete waste of time. Look, the only thing Willie Monroe represented was a top 10-ish middleweight, and we could see that Charlo could be a top 10 middleweight. We already know Jamal Charlo could be a top 10 middleweight. There's not a question in anyone else's mind. I think Jamal Charlo will be the bigger man in the ring, right? So, I mean, I don't know what this is proving. It's been a waste. It's been a year and a half now. And I know there's politics. I know there's things preventing him from getting a Triple G fight, from getting a Canelo fight. But this is enough. Look, Terrence Crawford got a title fight in his first fight up at 147. Again, he was undisputed at 140. But his first fight at 147, he got a world title fight. This is Jamal Charlo's third fight, and we don't even know if he's going to get one after this, right? And I know it's not apples to apples because Jamal wasn't an undisputed unified champion at 154 like Crawford was at 140, but let me tell you why it's an apples to apples comparison. Because Terrence Crawford was clearly the best fighter at 140 before he moved up to 147. Jamal Charlo was clearly the best fighter at 154 when he jumped up to 160. So why is he not getting a title fight? He was clearly the best fighter in the division. That's not even up for an argument. Charlo should have had a title shot by now. It's been a year and a half. Who knows when it's going to come? But look, this is not. He's wasted a year and a half of his prime now. Okay, you get maybe 7 prime years, right? From 25 to 32. That's your prime. That's when you're at your best. You've wasted a year and a half of that now fighting 3 nobodies. If I'm Jamal Charlo, I go to Al and PBC and I say, this is what we're going to do. You're going to get me one of these 4 names. And that's it. Okay? I'm going to give you the 4 names. Canelo, Triple G, Danny Jacobs, Demetrius Andrade. That's it. There's no compromise. You're not getting me anyone else. You're getting me one of those 4 names. And that's that. Look, Jamal Charlo is a star in the making. We all know he has everything that he needs to be a superstar in this sport. His personality is huge. He's likable. He's friendly. In the ring, he's fan-friendly. His style is likable to the fans. He's never in a boring fight. He's always entertaining. And he's the best middleweight in the world. He is. He's the one middleweight that can beat every other middleweight. He can beat Canelo. He can beat Jacobs. He can beat Billy Joe. He can beat Triple G. He can beat Demetrius Andrade. He can beat all of them. He has a chance to be a megastar, a crossover pay-per-view star, that the biggest name in American boxing. That's what he can have. But he's wasting his time right now. And yes, look, he can beat those other guys stylistically. Demetrius Andrade and Billy Joe would beat Canelo. They would. Right? Jacobs and Jamal Charlo would beat Billy Joe. So they can all beat each other except for Jamal Charlo. None of them can beat Jamal Charlo. And he's not getting any of those fights. And that needs to change. And he needs to let Al and PBC know that on no uncertain terms, I'm fighting this fight to build my star. After this, I get one of those 4 names. Make it happen. And that's that. There is no highway. It's just my way. And my way says you put me in the ring one of those 4. I've wasted enough time. But let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments. What do you think about my analysis and my breakdown of the Charlos? Give me your thoughts. And I think Jamal Charlo blows out Karabov in 4 or 5 rounds. I don't even think it's close. I don't even think it's worth breaking down. Give me your thoughts, comments below on what you guys think about those fights, on my breakdown of the Charlos. Let me know what you think, because I want to get to the rest of this weekend's action. A lot of action going on in the UK. Can I tell you, this Whyte versus Chisora fight doesn't do anything for me. It does nothing for me at all. Zero. Zilch. I'll watch it because I'm a boxing junkie, and I want to know everything so I can get back to you guys and report on these things. But I'm really not into this fight. I'm really not. You guys, this is pay-per-view in the UK? Are you guys for real? Are you serious? You got to have something better to do with your money. Give it to charity or something. I'll take Whyte by KO. I think Dillian Whyte will stop him, I'll say, the 7th round. But come on, this is ridiculous. But I want to me. I mean, you're paying money, additional money on top of your cable bill, to watch Derek Chisora and Dillian Whyte in the rematch when nobody cared about the first fight. And I get it. The winner's probably going to fight AJ in April. The winner's going to lose to AJ in April. You guys have got to have something better to do with your money over there in the UK. As for the Frampton Warrington fight, much better fight. This is a good scrap. I think Warrington will build a lead early on work rate. He'll outwork him, outbusy him, win some rounds early. But I say the 4th or 5th round, I think Frampton starts sharpshooting and shows he's the better boxer and picks him apart, outboxes him, and breaks him down. Look, Warrington isn't a threat to stop Frampton. So he'll shoot his load early, and he'll win some rounds against Frampton. But after that, Frampton will figure him out and take him apart and win on the card, dominating the last half of the fight, last 7 rounds or so. Take a unanimous decision, and I'm going to give you the scores. He'll win by 116-112 twice and 117-111. So a pretty clear-cut decision for Frampton, I think. And I think it's going to look interesting in the first. Warrington's going to have some success, but Frampton's much, much better boxer. I think Frampton still has plenty left in the tank. I don't think he's old. I think he's got plenty left to give. I also want to get into Cristofer Rosales. He's the best fighter on the card. He's fighting on that Whyte Chisora card. So I guess if you're paying, at least in the UK, you get to watch Cristofer Rosales. I don't know how we get to watch him in the US. If you guys know, let me know. Leave your thoughts, comments on how I get to watch this fight, because it won't be on Showtime YouTube. That's only the main event. But he's the best flyweight in the business. No doubt about it. He's 24 years old. He's a great offensive fighter. Two-fisted power. Throws beautiful, quick combinations. Thudding combinations. A real combination of speed, beautifully thrown, crisp, clean, thudding combinations. You can tell he's heavy-handed for the 112 division. He's more defensively responsible than his cousin, Chocolatito. Look, I'm not going to act like I know who his opponent is. I don't know anything. He's fighting a guy named Charlie Edwards. I don't know much about Charlie Edwards. I know I wouldn't want to be Charlie Edwards. That much I know. Please, try and check Rosales out. This kid's future is as bright as the morning star. He's the most underrated, overlooked fighter in the game today, period. He's going to dominate 112, and eventually he's got to go up to 115, because that's where the money is. Those are where the names are. The Sorungvasais, the Donnie Nietes, the Iokas, the Aston Paliktes, and he's not going to be overmatched by any of those guys. I truly think Rosales is one of the 10 to 12 best fighters in the world, period. So if you haven't gotten a chance to watch him, make sure you check out this fight and see what I'm talking about. But leave your thoughts, comments below. Let me know what you guys think. I got accused of being too much on the Cristofer Rosales bandwagon, but I just don't think a lot of people have seen him and what he's capable of. His last 3 fights have been, he's looked spectacular. He's looked amazing. I think he's been the breakthrough fighter of the year. And he's just 24, like I said. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below on all my predictions, on my thoughts. Whatever comments you may have, let us know how you think we're doing. For Friday Check Hook, this is 3D Boxing, signing off, saying thank you, and God bless.
Enjoy 3D Boxing vlog videos? Show us some love by clicking the like button. Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3dboxingvlog.com is also on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.